What made Kim Taehyung shed those heart-wrenching tears? Who was the unknown person Jungkook met in the military camp? And why did it leave Taehyung in such distress? The truth has finally surfaced, and it's far more emotional than anyone expected. The BTS fandom army is no stranger to the deep bond between Kim Taehyung and Jungkook. Their friendship has been celebrated for years, often described as one of the closest and most heartfelt relationships within the group. But recent events have shaken fans to their core. When a tearful Taehyung was spotted during a private moment, rumors began to swirl. Something had happened, something serious enough to cause the ever-composed and charismatic Taehyung to break down. Speculations ran wild. Was it exhaustion? Military stress? Or was it something more personal? Then the news broke. Jungkook had encountered an unknown individual during his military service. The revelation sent shockwaves through the fandom, sparking urgent discussions and theories. Who was this person? What did they say to Jungkook? And why did Taehyung seem so troubled by it? It all started with a leaked clip, an unexpected sight of Taehyung wiping his eyes, looking visibly shaken. ARMY immediately began analyzing the footage, searching for clues. Was it something Jungkook said? Was it a letter? Or was it a secret conversation that no one was supposed to hear? One fan theory suggested that Taehyung had received a message from Jungkook himself, confessing something about his time in the military. Another rumor hinted at a confrontation. Perhaps Jungkook had met someone from his past, someone Taehyung was not expecting. Could it be a former friend, an old rival, or even someone connected to BTS in a way that only they knew? Days passed and fans were left in suspense. The silence from both Taehyung and Jungkook only fueled the intrigue. BTS has always been known for their transparency with fans. But this time, the mystery seemed deliberate. What were they hiding? Then, out of nowhere, Jungkook spoke. During a private conversation that was later revealed through close sources, he finally addressed the situation. "I never thought it would affect him like that," Jungkook reportedly said. "I should have told him earlier." Those words sent the internet into a frenzy. Told him what? What was so important that it had Taehyung on the verge of breaking down? According to insiders, Jungkook met someone in the military camp who shared a story that deeply affected him. So much so that he felt compelled to share it with Taehyung. The details of this meeting remain unclear, but one thing is certain. This wasn't just a casual conversation. It was something that touched both Jungkook and Taehyung on a deeply personal level. Fans immediately began speculating about the identity of the unknown person. Some believed it was a family member of someone important to BTS, perhaps someone who had once been close to them. Others suggested it was a message from an anonymous fan, something so powerful that it had an emotional impact on both members. But then came the biggest twist of all. Jungkook hinted that the person he met had spoken about something related to BTS's early years. Could it be someone from their trainee days? A mentor? A forgotten friend? And what about Taehyung? Why did it hit him so hard? Many pointed to the possibility that Taehyung had carried an emotional burden for years. Something unresolved, something painful. Maybe Jungkook's encounter brought back memories Taehyung wasn't ready to face. Taehyung has always been known for his sensitivity and emotional depth. Unlike Jungkook, who often internalizes his feelings, Taehyung wears his heart on his sleeve. He has spoken openly about struggles, fears, and moments of deep introspection. Seeing him cry was a rare and unexpected moment for fans. It reminded everyone of how deeply BTS members care for one another, how their bond goes beyond music, fame, and performance. As more details began to surface, it became evident that this wasn't just about a random person Jungkook met. It was about trust, emotions, and a shared history that still had an impact on them both. With both Jungkook and Taehyung currently fulfilling their military service, the distance between them has only intensified the emotions. Being apart has already been challenging for the members, but now this mysterious event has added another layer of complexity. Some fans worry that this incident could create an emotional divide between them, but others believe it will only strengthen their bond. After all, BTS has always been known for overcoming hardships together. As ARMY continues to speculate, one thing remains clear. This is more than just a fleeting moment of sadness. It's a chapter in the story of two friends who have shared years of joy, struggles, and unwavering support for each other. What exactly was said during Jungkook's mysterious meeting? Will Taehyung ever share the full truth? And most importantly, how will this shape their friendship moving forward? The answers may not come immediately, but one thing is certain. Taehyung's tears weren't just tears of sadness. They were tears of something much deeper, something only he and Jungkook truly understand. As more whispers about Jungkook's mysterious encounter spread through the fandom, a subtle tension became noticeable. Though neither Jungkook nor Taehyung directly addressed the situation, their recent actions spoke volumes. When Taehyung reappeared in a brief military-related update, his usual bright energy seemed dimmed. His smile, usually warm and inviting, felt almost forced. Fans who had studied his expressions over the years couldn't ignore the change. Was he still shaken by what Jungkook told him? Had they spoken again? Or was the weight of the unknown still pressing down on him? Jungkook, on the other hand, remained unusually quiet. Though known for his reserved nature, his absence from even minor interactions with the public added fuel to the fire. Some speculated that he was avoiding questions, while others believed he was giving Taehyung space. But space from what? What had been said between them that left such an emotional mark? As ARMY tried to piece together the puzzle, several theories emerged. Could it be that Jungkook met someone from BTS's trainee days, someone who played a significant role in shaping their journey but had been long forgotten? The K-pop industry is known for its intense training programs, and many friendships are formed and broken before idols even debut. If Jungkook had encountered someone from their past who carried a message of regret, longing, or even unfinished business, it could explain Taehyung's deep reaction. Perhaps it was a former trainee who never got the chance to debut, someone who once shared their dreams but had been left behind. If this person had confided in Jungkook about the struggles of being left in the shadows while BTS skyrocketed to success, it could have hit Taehyung especially hard. Another theory suggests that the person Jungkook met wasn't from BTS's past, but rather someone connected to Taehyung on a more personal level. Could it have been a family member, an old friend, or even someone linked to Taehyung's past in a way that Jungkook wasn't prepared for? If Jungkook had received a message meant for Taehyung, something too emotional or painful to share over a simple phone call, it could explain his hesitation. It could also explain why Taehyung reacted with such visible distress. BTS has always been deeply connected to their fans, and many ARMYs share their personal struggles and triumphs with the group. Could it be that Jungkook encountered a fan, or perhaps a soldier who was also an ARMY, who revealed something so heartbreaking that it affected both him and Taehyung? If Jungkook had been told a story of loss, hardship, or even undying loyalty from a fan who had waited for BTS through thick and thin, it could have struck an emotional chord. Taehyung, who has always had a deep sense of responsibility toward ARMY, might have felt overwhelmed by the weight of it all. Shortly after the rumors reached their peak, Taehyung made a rare move. He updated his personal social media with a cryptic message. It was brief, but it sent ARMY into a frenzy. Some things are hard to explain, but they live in our hearts forever.